are set to go. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Nate, what's going on? Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, people around the world, welcome to the Cinco de Mayo. Just one beer. I'll just have one, please. Maybe I'll just have one. I think I'm just going to have one. I'll just have one, please. Yeah, Nate, what's going on, brother?
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Happy Cinco de Mayo. It's a drinking holiday that's made up for who knows what. All right, but we are here. We are American, and we celebrate Cinco de Mayo. So welcome to the Just One Beer Show. Nate, pleasure to have you here. We're going to be drinking a fun beer tonight. I don't even have it. It's over there in the fridge. I completely got so excited I forgot. So hang with me again. This is not the regular show. This is just a quick beer. We're going to pop up during holidays. We pop up during whenever we want. And we just talk about one beer. Nate, take it from here while I go get that beer.
All right. Today we're going to try and get through this one. Just one beer like we talked about. Danny mentioned. We go through the same process that we typically do. We open the beer. We crack it, smell it, taste it. Then we get to the scorecard. We've got 5 different categories to pull from, which is taste, accessibility, price, style, X factor, coming up to a cumulative overall score of a potential 25 out of 25 today for Cinco de Mayo. Maybe we get there, Danny.
Maybe. Wouldn't that be awesome?
It would.
Well, here we go. Sorry, guys. I had to read that text real quick, and we are set. Brian Little is here. Welcome to the show, guys. We're going to go ahead and get into the beer right away. Hello, Brian. And today being Cinco de Mayo, hey, Carlos Z, welcome to the show. Happy Cinco de Mayo. We thought it would be cool to do a beer that's been popping up on a lot of radars everywhere you go. I'm going through one bottle.
There you go.
He's not lying, man. He's not lying.
I believe it.
We thought it would be fun to try one of these beers. This beer is, it's a new company. I don't really know too much about it. We know that's Corona, Modelo. Nate, what's some other Mexican lagers?
Tecate, Pacifico, Superior, Victoria,
Sol,
Dos Equis,
Sol. So you get the point of it. But lately now, the craft beer scene has ventured into making, they straight up just call it Mexican lager.
Yep.
It's a bit of a lemony sour taste, if you will. I don't know how to best explain it. I just know that it's for summer fun. It's for drinking in the heat. It's definitely a good beer, a nice beer, an easy beer, a session beer. But today's beer comes to us from the Melvin Brewing Company, and it is called Jesus. Check this one out. Boom. All right, I don't know if you guys have seen this one before. Great looking can, great looking logo. Melvin Jesus Mexican style lager, Nate. Where is this brewery from?
Alpine, Wyoming. You want to do a tour quick?
Well, why not? So let's do it right away. Get into the tour. Let's do it.
You want to crack it first? You tell me.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, okay? If you know anybody who's Mexican, and I live in Los Angeles, so I would say 80% of the people that I'm around most of the day are hardworking Mexican people. And one thing I've learned about more than anything with Mexican is they love this thing called tajin, okay? It's like this hot chili flake thing. They put it on their fruit. They put it in their drinks. They put it on their meals. It's kind of like their salt. They like everything hot. So I've acquired this taste. I like it on the tacos. It's baked in there. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of a rim job, if you will. Remember, beer feelings have the rim salt, and I do have salt here. This is the margarita salt, but it also works really good with beer, and I love this hat. But back to the tajin, Nate. I'm going to go ahead and do the old tajin hat. Check this out.
There you go. I see those every. If you go to a Mexican restaurant, you might see that where they're making a margarita station or a beer station for micheladas.
Yeah, if we look at all, I'm trying not to spill it, but it's basically just like chili flakes. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this down right here, and then we're going to take our cup glass. This is the pint glass from Big Old Nate, my birthday. And the best way to do it is go ahead and take a lemon and just go ahead and run it around the rim on the inside, outside, get it a little bit wet. Okay, get the juice on there so that it sticks to the pepper flakes. and the tahini. Just really lather this thing up. And then we're going to go ahead and just tip it upside down like this and really get in there. Okay, so we have a delicious looking rim job here. Now the tahini is spicy. Look at that. That's beautiful, baby. Look at that. Yeah, when the beer gets in, when the beer gets on there, Nate, it's gonna be delicious. So let's go ahead and try out this Melvin here on Cinco de Mayo, and we'll get into everything a little bit later.
All righty, dude.
Crack it open, baby. Carlos Z says make a Michelada. I don't like Micheladas at all. I don't like the clam juice. Nate, you're a big fan of those, aren't you?
Yeah, I love them. So for those of you that don't know Michelada, I don't know the actual root of the word and what it means, what the translation is, but the style I enjoy is tomato juice. There's some kind of a clam juice in there, usually lime, salt. So yeah, it's kind of a. I grew up. I don't know if you had this in your neighborhood, Danny, or at your barbecues, but we used to call them bloody beers back in the day. It would literally just be V8 and Budweiser.
Yep, absolutely. Shouts out to James Cordova. Yes, big game. James is in the house. Welcome to the One Beer Show. Yeah, I definitely remember bloody beers, Nate. It wasn't until I got a little bit older and started getting out and having hangovers at hotels where people were talking about Bloody Marys. Yes, we got James Cordova. I love it. All right, so here we go, Nate. Don't get a big smell coming off the can. It's your basic
corn
lager beer. And let's go ahead and pour it in. I'm going to try not to get it on the tahini. Look at this. Oh, yeah, it's super clear.
It's really light in ABV. I think this is 4.3 or 5%. We'll go through the brewery tour, and that'll give us more information.
Yeah, like I said, this is the type of beer that you really want to
5%
take to a beach volleyball game and just get. I mean, how many think you can knock down, Nate? 16, 17?
Oh, look at this. Look who we got.
Oh, look at Christina Giorgio in the house. What's up, Christina? We call that a poor man
Bloody Mary. Yep.
That's hilarious. Yeah, bloody beer. But hey, this is what we're drinking for Cinco de Mayo. It is Melvin's Mexican Jesus Lager. All right, peach volleyball. James, you know what's up. Cheers to everyone out there, and cheers to you, Nate. Okay, let's go ahead. Wow, this is pretty colorful. Like it's like a dirty rim, then a creamy rim, and then a wet rim.
Jeez. I like that though. There's what do you think?
Oh yeah. All right. It's really easy. Like, hey, stand up. Yes, I love it. I love it. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Happy drink home. I'll tell you what, Nate. It's really light. I'm gonna go ahead and back that up. If I go to a beach volleyball game down in Huntington or Redondo, I'm putting away 17 of these creamy rim.
Who's controlling the comments here from James Cordova?
Not me. James Cordova is a man on a mission. I love it. I'm the one who said it. Because if you look at this, look, you got like a dirty rim, then you got a creamy rim, and then you got the wetness. But that's what's going on in the beer. Anyway, Nate, what did you think of this beer?
It tastes like what I would expect a Mexican lager to taste like. It's done a little bit better. It's a little bit better feeling on the palate. There's more of a creaminess to it. There's more complexity. A standard Tecate or Corona is so light, so effervescent. There's not a lot of body. This has a little bit of body. You can tell it's made by a micro brewer or a craft brewer. So I like this style. I actually really enjoy much more than the macro versions of the Mexican lager. I do enjoy these new craft Mexican lagers a lot.
Yeah, they're way better than what you. Hey, well, it's Moist Barrow from India. Welcome, my friend. Cheers, Brett. We have the twins in the house. One of the things I like about this this beer, Nate, and the craftness of it, it doesn't have that bottled up can, Mexican lager taste that like you get when you open the Corona or the Tecate. After about 3 or 4 of them, you start to taste that sourness. These craft beers, they take a little bit better time, I think, or the different ingredients or whatever it is.
Higher quality.
Higher quality, right? And not by a long shot. We're not being bougie about it, but it's just a better beer. And we're going to get into the price a little bit later. It's not that far off from what you're used to drinking. But Nate, take us on a brewery tour.
All righty, here we go. Melvin Brewing. So here's their credentials. Go check out their website, their Instagram page, their Twitter page. On their Instagram page, there's a lot of really nice pictures. Shows an array of beers that they have. And they are based, Danny, do you know what state they're based out of?
Wyoming.
That's right.
Nice.
Alpine, Wyoming. There you can see the red state. It looks like a square almost in the northwest. I guess what we call that, Danny, is big sky country, right? Montana, Wyoming, North South Dakota, Idaho.
I mean, I don't know. I do normal. The thing is, I think you and I call it big sky because we're used to sports and we follow the football conference or the big sky conference. But I don't know if regular people call that area big sky.
I think they do. I think they would just as much as somebody would call Nebraska the breadbasket. It's not really something that is a moniker that's used all the time, but people would typically, I think, refer to it as big sky.
Cool.
But you can see Alpine's all the way in the western part of the state. You can see the actual gray part of the state here. That's typically an outline of the state, but you can see it's basically a square, rectangular kind of shape. So that's where it's located. This is our first brewery.
I was going to stop you. Let's go back to Calvin's comment. He said, "Happy Cinco de Mayo." I think this is the first time of this day. First time we had a Cinco de Mayo episode. So awesome. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. Sorry. But yeah, this is our first beer from Wyoming. I don't think we've done any another beer from this state, right?
Not that I can recall. I may have done one in the earlier episodes, but I don't think you and I have ever reviewed one.
Yeah, I mean, their breweries, I would imagine if you live up there, they probably have, obviously fanfare from the locals, but I don't know of any breweries out of Wyoming outside of Melvin at this point. So, yeah, maybe we can go back and take a look. But I think this is our first one, so pretty excited about that. Now we get to today's beer. You can see it's called Jesus. There's a nice picture of it. And that right there, that picture is exactly what this looks like.
Yeah.
Yellow, corn, maize kind of color, almost like the backdrop of this slide here.
Very, very light.
Mexican lager is the style. Alcohol by volume is 5%. Typically for Mexican style lagers, they will go down. They can go down to a 4.2 up to maybe a 5.2-ish, but the standard typical Mexican style lager is very, very light. You can see they actually have a decent amount of untapped check-ins at 13,000 and a pretty respectable score, especially for a beer of this style of 3.5 out of 5. Yeah.
And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. This is a 3.5. I know James Cordola, and I know somebody that knows him. And since he's here on the show, and I can get it to him right away, Mr. James Cordola, you will get a can of Melvin. You are going to get a giveaway. Yeah. You'll have one to try out for stopping by the show. So I'm going to go ahead and do a Melvin Jesus can giveaway to James Cordola. You should have it tomorrow evening.
Awesome. That's cool.
Yeah.
First one.
What's it?
First one.
Yeah. Look at those cans.
So, yeah, here I wanted to show off some of their cans. I mean, look at these. That obviously being up in Wyoming, the mountain. It's a mountainous region, or there are mountainous parts of the state. There's also plains, but you can see they got a wide lineup. I went on their website. It's a pretty good website. They've got a lot of beer. I think, especially if you look at the check-ins and the amount of beers that they have, and when we take a look at their brewery, I have a feeling up in the Wyoming area, this is very popular. So they got a lot to. I like. Which one do you like better? I like the one with the bear, Vladimir Gluten.
Vladimir what? Gluten?
Yeah.
They're all pretty cool. I kind of like. Is that some kind of play on Alice in Wonderland?
Yeah, it must be, right? I'm not sure.
Alice in the Looking Glass, or I don't know. I think
it's called Citradamus. That's Nostradamus.
Oh, okay. That one. I mean, they're all pretty interesting.
Yep. So we'll take a look at their brewery. And so I put extra slides in here because I think their brewery is beautiful. I sent Danny a text today and I was like, I think we need to go up to Wyoming to go check out this brewery. Really nice looking. Look at this. Look at that sky.
Damn. Hey, Bill, happy Cinco de Mayo.
Hey, Bill, how are you? But yeah, I mean, look at the sky. It looks gorgeous there. The way that building is lit up. That I love this picture of the dog and just having the brewery in the background just looks super cool. I think that would be a really nice place to visit. Mostly in the spring or summertime, being that far up north.
Hold on. You didn't even get to my favorite part about the brewery.
What's that?
I've always, I love the 77 Trans Ams and things like that, but I love old school vans. Yeah, those little box vans. Look at that. They're just bitching right there.
It is cool. I can't tell what color that is. It looks like it's gold.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I like those kinds of vans too. I love that dog. I don't know what kind of dog that is, but that's a cool dog. Here we go. Some more pictures. They obviously they put on events at their brewery. You can see people having fun up there on the top right. I don't know what that is. Maybe a dunk tank of some sort, but that's cool. You can see it. There's a lot of RVs. Again, this is probably out in the middle of nowhere. I'm not sure, Danny. I have no idea where Alpine is. Have you ever even heard of Alpine, Wyoming?
I haven't. No, yeah. Wyoming is one of the states I just crossed over on tour for a quick second. I've never actually spent a lot of time in Wyoming.
You can see the actual tap room there in the bottom left. There are their vats there for their brewing process. So pretty cool looking spot. I think I definitely enjoy going there. If you ever have an opportunity to get up to Wyoming, check out the Jesus. Check out their brewery. Good beer. It looks like they have a nice place to visit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny, Nate, because we're both East Coasters. I'm from the state of New York. Nate's from the state of Pennsylvania. But so like Montana, Wyoming, Idaho, Utah, Colorado, all these states, North Dakota, all these states for us, I know for me, we're like, might as well be the moon. You know what I mean? They're just unheard of. You don't ever hear about it. But now living out west, I gravitate and I want to see more of them. I've seen a lot of them, but Wyoming just looks like a beautiful state altogether.
And you know what? So just to confirm something I said before, Big Sky Country is Montana, and Montana alone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we don't want to, get into the fight with the Wyoming and Montana verbiage.
Yep.
But this is what we're drinking from Wyoming. It is called Melvin Jesus Mexican Lager. And Nate, I think you have a little what would you rather for us today, right?
I got a what would you rather in a quiz. What do you want first?
Give me the what would you rather. Let's do it.
All right. See, I changed it up a little bit.
Oh, Cinco de Mayo. What would you rather?
All right, here we go. So, what would you rather, Danny? I forget what they are, actually. What would you rather? I did simple ones. Would you rather eat pork carnitas? Look at that. Carnitas is it's a slow roasted pork dish right there. It's specifically the chunks of pork. There's times it's made with Coca-Cola. It can be made with orange juice. It's usually tangy. Yeah. They take chunks of pork. They will refry it after it's been slow cooked, put it into tacos, burritos, scrambled eggs, whatever. It's very versatile. Pork carnitas, Danny, or barbacoa. So it's very close to the carnita. Again, you can use it the same way. You can have it in a bowl like that with some jalapenos, put it into a taco, etc. But instead of it being pork, it is beef. Now, if you're in Mexico specifically, barbacoa can be beef, goat, lamb, and one other thing, but I forget.
Chinchilla?
So anyway, pork carnitas or barbacoa beef? Danny, what would you rather?
I'm going with the barbacoa beef, but James is going with the pork carnitas. I love beef. I love the tacos. I love the way that it's the stringy beef. Yep. There's just so much flavor going on in there. It's easier to eat where you don't have little pork balls falling off of your taco. I like the way that it's compacted in there, so the texture works for me. Barbacoa. What about you, Nate?
Carnitas are probably it's top 5 dish for me for all food.
Really?
I'm in love with carnitas. I have been for a very long time. I will hunt out places in Las Vegas specifically for carnitas. I like to eat them with toreado. So if anybody knows what that is, you can tell us in the comments. But so that's the first one. Danny's choosing barbacoa. I'm taking carnitas. James Cordola is eating poke carnitas. Pokey.
Nice. Okay.
All right. Next one. What would you rather, Danny? Would you rather Pacifico? We brought it up before. This happened.
Reviewed it.
Yep, we did review it, and we did have a conversation about me getting a tattoo, a Pacifico tattoo that has recently changed to a Malort tattoo.
Very nice. Very nice.
Pacifico, Danny, which I absolutely love Pacifico, or Dos Equis. What would you rather?
Pacifico.
Yeah, Pacifico for me.
Pacifico. Dos Equis is okay. I like the green.
It is. It's a green bottle.
It's one of the better green bottles. I don't know what it is. They do serve it in a brown bottle. I'm going Pacifico. Give me something next, my friend.
All righty, here we go. And what would you rather? Would you rather travel to Mexico City? Look at how beautiful that looks.
Yeah, that's pretty.
That must be the Capitol building. I'm not sure. I don't know anything about Mexico City, so I apologize to everybody out there. But would you rather travel to Mexico City, the largest city in Mexico, or Cabo? Completely different on the coast. Danny and I were supposed to go to Cabo. Fucking COVID. But would you rather go to the bustling city of Mexico City in the capital of the country, or would you rather go to the destination beach resort town of Cabo San Lucas?
It's tough because I really love cultural places. I really like city vibes. What do you know? Cordova and Cabo.
Man, he's right on top of this one.
I know, but I know my friend Rocco there loves Cabo. Cabo to me has really, to be honest with you, I would like a third one if there was, but there isn't. I would go to Tulum because I like the ancient cities. I like on the beach, and I like it's not so touristy. Cabo to me seems like it's like a Santa Clarita on the ocean, which is fine. I like it here, and I like I like that. I do want to go there. If I had my choice, I probably would pick Mexico City.
And just, Tulum used to be off the beaten path. That place is absolutely jammed with tourists now.
I know.
People are now going away from it because of how touristy it is.
Yeah. Cabo.
I love these. They're super active tonight. But yeah, so you would pick Mexico City.
I think so, yeah. I want to see the heart and but it sucks because I really want to be pampered on the beach. So it's a tough one, man. Okay, I take that back. Cabo. I want to see Cabo. I want to see what it's all about. I'm going Cabo.
I'm going to go Mexico City. I want to see what that big hustle and bustle is about in their largest city. And the food, from what I understand, is just spectacular. So Cabo would be very close second, even if we had a list of 10 places. I would love to go to Cabo, want to go to Cabo, but Mexico City is a choice for me. So that's our What Would You Rather. I just did quick 3 for this show, and not bad.
Not bad at all. Loved it. Thank you, Patrick, for stopping by. Good night. See you later. Hey, let's get right on to the quiz. All right, the quiz action. So, Rocco and James, let's do it, guys. I would love to go to Cabo with the Cordolas. That would be, oh my gosh.
All right, so we're only going to do one wrong here. Okay, these are so easy. It's Cinco de Mayo / Mexico edition. Are you ready, Danny?
Ready.
All right, here we go. Number 1, Cinco de Mayo is Mexico's Independence Day. I meant day. True or false?
That is false.
He is correct. That is false.
It actually celebrates. Can I tell?
Go, please.
If you don't know, maybe you never know this, but there's this thing out there called Google. You could either, 1, look it up, or 2, actually, Cinco de Mayo, it goes back to the Battle of Puebla in 1862, when the Mexican army and villages and teamed up and they went ahead and they beat the French. So that's what that one goes after. Give me the next one, please.
All righty. He's very confident right now. All right, let's go. Next one. Cinco de Mayo was officially recognized as a holiday in America in 1933 by what American president? Herbert Hoover, Calvin Coolidge, FDR, or Harry Truman?
Oh, damn, dude. Coolidge was 56. Harry Truman. Herbert Hoover, please.
FDR was.
Damn it! I was going to say that.
FDR was in the office in March of 1933, and Cinco de Mayo, obviously May 5th, 1933, was one of the first things that he did.
Damn. Okay.
So that means a funnel, but hold on. Before we do that, let's get through these. Let's see if we can get you to make up for that one. Here we go. The capital of Mexico is Cabo
Mexico City.
No, you're right. It's Mexico.
No.
All right. Mexico is home to the world's largest pyramid. True or false?
True.
It is true. Well done. So he's got one correct, three correct, one wrong. And the last question. Mexico has the most taxi cabs in the world.
Well, how do you think they're easy?
How many do they have? 60,000, 120,000, 250,000, or 500,000? What is your answer, Travel Man Dan?
They have one of the greatest populations, so I'm going to go with 250,000, please.
And you would be wrong. It's 60,000. Get the funnel. Let's go. Cinco de Mayo.
All right. Take it easy.
So it worked. You see how I did that? I started with the right answer, but then I progressively went super heavy with the numbers, figuring I would change his eyesight there, and it worked. So now, Danny, remember that next time. There are ways I am trying to trick you. James Cordola has given us a laugh, but there we go. That's the last one. Appreciate it, Travel Man Dan. You were 3 out of 5, which is a 60% score, which you probably got in college and high school. Congratulations. He is out getting a funnel. I'm hoping that he's bringing another Mexican-style beer to the party. Danny, what will you be funneling? Oh, it is. It's another Mexican beer. There it is. Modelo.
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't have the funnel clean right now.
Okay.
Just kidding. Gotcha. The funnel is always ready to go. Oh, yeah.
Go.
I love it. Big game, James. Bring it on. All right. I feel alive. So
hurry up, dude. James, how old are you?
Dude, James will flatten you, dude.
I'm trying to figure out the connection here.
It's Rocco's brother.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
I wasn't sure if it was,
The last name is Cordola.
I know, but he's got sons, right?
Oh.
Yeah, and I see the baseball uniforms or softball or baseball. I'm not sure. Apologies if it's softball. Here we go.
15.
3,
Hold
2.
on. I'm waiting till the foam goes down. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, who knew they had 60,000 taxis in Mexico City? All right, give me the countdown.
3. Hold on. Tres, dos, uno, whatever. My Spanish is terrible. Look at how fast he is. He's almost as fast as those 60,000 cabs.
What?
I don't know.
60,000. Wait, I think it was dirty. Ugh.
Yes. Hey, do you mind? Sorry. Hold on. We got to hop into the score here. Sorry, I've been screwing around.
All right. The next thing I'll be doing is eating a habanero pepper. No way, Jose. No pun intended. Let's get it on, professional. We're about to get the score on. This is what we're drinking. This is what we're actually reviewing. Excuse me. It is Melvin's Jesus Mexican style lager. It is Happy Cinco de Drinko. That's what Shannon and her family calls it. Let me go ahead and whack this down. We'll give it a score, and we'll get
Martin.
you. What? Martin.
Sorry.
Oh, man. Okay. Nathan, you ready to get into this?
I am. Let's go.
All right. So, boy, what a difference after drinking that Modelo. I mean, yes, I did drink it in under 2 seconds, but much different taste. The Melvin is a lot smoother.
The mouthfeel, man, must be so much different.
It's just complete night and day. But the taste of this beer, now I did have the tahini, but I'll tell you something. I drank a couple of sips where I wasn't drinking the hot pepper. Wonderful beer. This beer is very light, very easy. This is the kind of beer that you want to grab if you're going to be out, a kayaking, or maybe you have a couple in your sack on the side of your bicycle and you're just riding along. You want to crack a beer. Very light, very easy. but delicious. Good beer. Overall, I'm giving it a score of a 4.0, Nate. I think it's worth it.
Yeah, I'm going to go 3.0, mostly because this style is not my favorite style of beer. I would put this in line with my favorite Mexican macro, which would be Pacifico. So I'm going to give it a 3.0. Don't love it because it's just that kind of style of beer that I don't necessarily gravitate towards, but they did a really good job with this. If it was a Corona or a Tecate or a Dos Equis, it would be a 1. So 3.
Okay, all right. All right, price, look, about a 6-pack for $9.99. So, Nate, do the math.
145.
Can't beat it. We'll say $1.65 with tax and deposit anywhere you are in the States. I think that's a pretty great price. I think that what you're going to get for the beer is a really price point. You can't beat that, right? Because here's the thing. Let's say you want to get a 24-pack. You're gonna spend $40 for a 24-pack, a case. You might. I mean, it's getting up there, right? It's getting up there. How much is a case of Budweiser? An 18-pack is what?
I don't even know anymore, to be honest.
Yeah, they're like $20.
So I'd say $21.
Yeah, so put a couple more on there, spend the extra $10, get a little bit better of a beer. I think it's worth it. I think the price point is really good for $1.50, $1.60.
Yeah.
I'm going to go a 4.5, Nate. The only reason I didn't give a 5.0 is because it's not a very strong beer. Sorry.
I'm gonna give it a 4.0. And yeah, I mean, listen, for the price, it's so comparable to the macros. Why would you not want to support the local purveyor, the small guy? Don't pad the stats of Budweiser and Corona at all. So for me, I like the price. I think the beer is good. I think it's worth it. 4.0.
Nice. All right, design. Let's take a look. I love how they add the black on the Mexican colors in the background. They got the Jesus guy, okay, like Zeus, the Greek warrior god, okay, but he's wearing a sombrero, so he is partying up. He's holding the lightning bolt, and they got a little thing on the They got a little story. Is it in Spanish, Nate?
It is not.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and read that?
Resist. As in, how can you resist this crisp and refreshing Mexican-style lager specifically made for mortals? It's heaven on earth, a place where love comes first. It's like thunder and lightning. The way it drinks is frightening, says adios to beer geeks. And opa to cerveza Greeks. Listen to the sound of Jesus Mariachi Zeppelin cover band. Martillo de, I don't know how to fucking say this. Martillo de los Dioses. They are breaking down walls in craft beer. Don't hate Bebamos. I don't know what that means.
What's going on? I don't know what that story. I'm more confused after you reading that.
Me too. It didn't tell us about the actual beer.
Yeah.
It just told us about the guy.
No, I'm completely confused. I'll tell you that much. I'm really confused. But you know what? The design's kind of cool. I like their can. I like the black on the green and red, yellow. I like the Jesus. I like the sombrero. Overall, great looking can. I'm going to give it a score of a 4.0. Why not?
I'm going to give it a score of a 2.0.
Whoa, you don't like it, eh?
It's okay. It looks a little bit tacky to me, I guess. It's just, with all the great art that's out there, this just isn't that. And if they're not going to have the great art, I would prefer simplicity. And this isn't simple. It's not necessarily bad on the eyes, and it hits a lot of the things you would want from a Mexican style lager. You're getting the green, the white, and the red. You have a sombrero on there. You got a story, which doesn't really tell us anything about the beer. So I'm not going to give it a great score, 2.0.
Okay. All right, going with accessibility. Look, I don't think you're going to be able to find this a lot of places, although I did find in California, it was available, and I think it's starting to be pushed here. You might find it in markets like Los Angeles, San Diego, Phoenix, even Nevada, where the Mexican community, I guess, is bigger. But here's the thing. You'd think that they market it Mexican lager, that Mexican guys would drink it. Like, a lot of Mexican guys I know probably never even heard of this. It's still in the craft beer. It's still not distributed very great. So, unfortunately, it is a good beer, but I'm going to strike them on accessibility. I don't think they'll be able to find it. It's kind of a newer one. I'm going to give it a score of a 2.0.
Where did you find it? Was it Total Wine?
Bevmo, which is another.
Yeah, it's a big one. So for me, I'm just going to have to go off of where you found it. I've never seen it. I've never seen the brewery here in Las Vegas. That doesn't mean that it's not here. But accessibility is definitely going to get dinged 2.0 for me as well.
Okay. TMD X Factor. Look, it's a just one beer show. It's all by itself. It's headlining. It's all by myself. Okay. Nobody. I think that's really cool. It's Cinco de Mayo, the holiday. It is a drinking holiday, so the beer, I think that holds some weight to it. Overall, I'm not super attached to it, but I think it's cool. It's from Melvin in Wyoming, which is a new brewery. I think they've probably been around for the last 10 years or so. I don't know. Anyway, nothing too connected to it. 3.5.
I'm going to 2.5. I don't dislike it. I don't have a connection to Cinco de Mayo. Outside of the fact that it's just a holiday that we drink here. So I don't have any connection to that. Just one beer. Cool. It's fun. Danny got me this beer, so that's cool. But other than that, I'll give it a 2.5.
Okay. I feel you. All right, guys. I gave it a good score of an 18 based on taste and price. I think that was the headliner. Nate Nacho gave it a 13.5. But look, hey, I think it's definitely, if it's a beer that you see, try it. Like if you're walking through your grocery store or your craft brew supplier and you see Melvin Jesus, it's definitely worth picking up a 6-pack for $10. I think it's overall a great tasting beer. It's got some other things with design and accessibility, but yeah, I think it's going to be out there a little bit more. Nate, any closing remarks?
No, happy Cinco de Mayo to whoever celebrates it, and enjoy Mexican style lager.
Hey, can you, however, test the Cinco beer with a shot? Well, I did. Nate was doing shots earlier, Martin, and I didn't have tacos. I had leftover Dodger dogs. Yeah, same thing. Oh man! Speaking of hot dogs, I did the brutal mistake of watching how hot dogs were made. I can't undo the image. Anyway, that's going to close out the show for us today. Thank you so much for hopping on the Just One Beer Cinco de Mayo. This is what we did from Melvin Brewery, the Jesus Mexican style lager. It scored an 18 with me, a 13.5 for Nate. Nate, thank you as always for being on the show. Mr. James Cordola, I'll have yours to try tomorrow. And thank you so much to everyone that stopped by. May you have a great weekend. We'll be back, remember, this Saturday at 10 a.m. We're trying out Saturdays for a little bit, so 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 a.m. Saturday. Dodger thought you were a Yankees guy. I'm definitely a Yankees guy, 100%. I am not going to leave the show until everybody knows it. But I live in L.A., and I get Dodger tickets from time to time. But thank you so much, everyone, for watching. High five, Nate. Cinco de Mayo 5. I'm Travel Man Dan. That's Nate Nacho. And remember, it's a big world out there. Make sure you see every bit of it. Nacho. Bye, guys.
Ooh, nacho.